All right, let's get right into it. Is AI going to take over the corner office in banking? You hear it all the time, that it's just a matter of time. But we're going to break down exactly why the human touch might just be irreplaceable.
And really, the entire argument, the whole thing, boils down to this one powerful idea. Forget the spreadsheets and the code for just a second. At its heart, money is all about human emotion. We're talking fear, greed, hope, and, most of all, trust.
And that right there, that's the real kicker. An AI can crunch numbers at lightning speed, sure. But can it look you in the eye? Can it really understand your dreams or sense when you're holding something back? No. That kind of emotional intelligence, that's our game.
It's so easy to look at the world of finance and just see a massive numbers game, something that seems perfect for a machine to handle. But that's exactly what the algorithms want you to think. It completely ignores the messy, human stuff that's always been at the center of it all.
To really get this, we've got to jump in the time machine for a sec. Because this whole debate, it's not new. Long before we had AI, we had this exact same battle. Cold, hard data versus human gut feeling.
And here's where it gets fascinating. On one side, you had the economic models, the AI of their day, and they were all screaming that a crash was coming. But on the other side, you had bankers on the floor feeling the crazy optimism in the air, and they just kept on buying. Their gut instinct totally overrode the data. It just goes to show you how powerful and sometimes, how dangerous human psychology can be in the markets.
So that whole tug of war between data and gut feeling, it leads us straight into our first big reason why bankers aren't going anywhere. The trust factor. Because at the end of the day, banking isn't just about moving money around. It's about relationships.
Think about it like this. The most powerful AI can analyze every single transaction you've ever made, but it's still just looking in the rearview mirror. It can tell a story about your past. A human banker, though, they can sit across from you, listen to your big idea, and actually feel your ambition. They're investing in your future, not just your history.
So you've got to ask yourself, when it all comes down to it, when your life savings, your family's future, your entire business is on the line, who are you going to trust? A machine that only knows where you've been, or a person who actually believes in where you're going?
And that trust, it's the perfect lead-in to reason number 2, the art of the deal. Because let's be real, high-stakes finance isn't just crunching numbers. It's about negotiation. And that's a true art form.
I mean, just think about what it takes to actually get a major deal done. An AI can study 1 billion past negotiations, no problem. But can it read the room? Can it sense the tiny shift in body language that signals a bluff? Can it navigate the massive egos in that room, knowing just when to push and when to flatter? These are the subtle skills that you can't program, and they make all the difference.
At the end of the day, it's pretty simple. Technology gives us incredible tools, for sure. But those final, critical moments, the ones built on trust and sealed with a handshake, that's something hardware just can't do.
All right, and that brings us to reason number 3. And honestly, this might be the biggest one of all. What happens when it all goes sideways? When panic is spreading like wildfire through the market, who do you really want in charge? See, a seasoned banker. They've got scars. They've lived through this stuff. This isn't just a list of dates on a slide. This is a resume of pure survival. They've seen bubbles pop. They've navigated total global meltdowns. That kind of experience builds an instinct, a sixth sense, that no amount of data can ever replicate.
And this is where you see the night and day difference. When the market is in a free fall, what happens? The AI, it does what it's programmed to do, follow the rules, cut risk, and probably sell everything at the absolute worst time. But the banker, guided by that hard-won instinct, might just have the guts to break the rules, to hold tight, or even buy when everyone else is panicking, and end up saving your skin.
So, after all that, what's the final verdict? What's the bottom line in this showdown between humans and AI? It really comes down to one thing, the human edge.
Maybe we've been thinking about banking all wrong. It's not just applied math. It's really the world's oldest, highest-stakes psychology experiment. And it's still running. To look, AI is going to be a killer tool. A powerful partner? Absolutely. But those core parts of the job, the parts that demand trust, a feel for negotiation, and a steady hand in a storm, those are going to stay firmly in human hands.
The game is definitely changing, no doubt about it. But for now, when it comes to the most important seat at the table, well, the scoreboard speaks for itself. the humans are still on top.